Previously on Tales of Arise, the party found Nazamil and tried to take her back to Niez, but the Dahnans and Renans rejected her for being a hybrid. They also learned there was a mausoleum nearby that interfered with the flow of astral energy. Before exploring the mausoleum, the party ate some mabo curry with Nazamil at the Adan Lake campsite.
I noticed while we were eating that you have really good table manners, Nazamil.
Is that something you were taught on Lenegis?
Yes. I had to memorize everything. I'd get hit if I made a mistake.
Oh.
Can I ask you something?
Of course. Ask us anything.
What I am. It doesn't bother you at all?
What, the thing about your parents? I mean, sure, it was a little surprising, but we're not really ones to talk when it comes to being unusual.
He's right. We are a rather strange group, all things told.
Exactly. For example, I'm Dahnan, but I'm also part of a mage clan that can use astral arts.
Dohalim here is a Renan lord who prefers poetry over power.
So, is that why you're with the Blazing Sword? With Alphen? Because you're different from others?
I suppose I appreciate how he embraces our eclectic natures, but that is not the only reason. We all have our differences, big or small. The question is, how we look at those differences.
What about Alphen and Shionne?
In terms of different, those two are in a class all of their own. They're especially unique. But in the end, we see each other as fellow human beings. And when it comes down to it, all our differences are insignificant compared to that.
In other words, the way we see it, you're really not that different from the rest of us, Nazamil. So I'm sure we can be friends.
Friends? Yeah.
Hello there.
That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
Gigant Zeugles, they're strong though.
People lived here long ago.
What's wrong?
Having someone to share my thoughts with is strange.
I hope it doesn't chase me all the way out here. Usually just stay in one spot. Okay, got some kind of item. Didn't really, the log didn't say, but it looks like it was a lemon gel.
Here it is. Dayfon was right.
This is a mausoleum?
Yeah, that's what we call them. They were originally built on Renan.
And now they're here, since Dahna and Rena fused together a year ago. Most of them are underground, but sometimes you can find one above the surface, like this.
We got back together so we could deal with them.
We don't know what kind of machines or Zeugles might be inside. Make sure you stay close to us.
Okay, got it.
It doesn't look like anyone's gone up ahead.
Then let's go. Stay close to us, Nazamil.
Walking together like this, it's like we're back in the old days.
The old days? It's only been a year.
But after the battle with the Great Spirit, so many things have happened. A lot has changed.
Great Spirit. Is it true it's the collective will that manifests from all the astral energy within a world?
Yes. Rena's Great Spirit manifested a will of its own and engineered the conflict between Dahna and Rena. Together, we fought it 1 year ago.
In the end, Alphen's power defeated the Great Spirit, allowing its astral energy to finally become one with Dahna's. And now, with the Great Spirit no longer influencing the Renan people, our two cultures finally have a chance to unite as well.
So all of that is something that the Blazing Sword... that Alphen did? He's the reason the world is the way it is now?
I mean, he's the one who did it, but it's more like it's this way because it was always supposed to be. The problem is, instead of seeing this as a new world, both Dahnans and Renans think that Dahna just absorbed Rena into itself.
I mean, that is what it looks like, so I get the confusion. Rena disappears, then there's all these Renan buildings popping up everywhere. The hollowing and that sky.
It's a difficult situation. The Renans lost their home when Lenegis collapsed, and the Dahnans feel like they're being invaded by all the resulting refugees. Most Renans are currently living in Pelagian, but there are some who have traveled outside Ganatheros to settle in other regions and Dahnan cities. In some cases, like in Niez, accepting them in has resulted in tensions. And then the mausoleums are a problem as well.
Guess the only thing that hasn't changed is the wandering Zeugles.
Even Zeugles aren't the same. They're more violent than before, probably due to the merging of the worlds.
As you can see, we still have a lot of issues to deal with, but we're trying to solve them as best we can.
I see.
Please give us quick travel. Please. Party member boost attacks. Yeah, I've already been using them, but ugh.
It's kind of hard to walk when things are all slanted like this.
This whole section seems to be tilted. Though it's not clear if it's because of the planetary convergence or if it was damaged from the start.
I hope it's only this room. It'll be tough if it's like this the whole way.
Canine vest.
My word.
Don't wander off ahead of the group, Nazamil.
Right. I got it.
I guess she's not scared. And here I thought that Zeugle in the outer mausoleum was pretty rare.
Fleetfoot crystal. Healing pebble. Fleet. Okay.
Can't stop here.
You're right. We should keep moving.
While being careful, of course.
Orange gel.
In a sense, it is fortunate this place cannot be destroyed using our current technology.
Indeed. Considering the amount of advanced technology within these mausoleums, many would want a piece of it for themselves.
Treat. Hexbreaker. Pixie crystal.
I'm still not used to these Helganquil structures.
Helganquil?
Yes, the true natives of the planet Renan. The ones who built all this.
Witch dress.
You know, Nazamil sure is fearless.
Now that you mention it, she is, isn't she? Maybe she's stronger than she looks.
Can I ask you something?
You don't have to ask that every time. What is it?
What kind of place is this mausoleum?
Well, it seems like it was originally supposed to help delay the collapse of Renan by controlling astral energy. But it's still operating, and that's not good.
Astral energy in this world is now composed of 6 elements, after Renan and Dahna became one.
Just like it was supposed to be from the very beginning.
But before they merged, Dahna had only 5 elements. Currently, the balance of energy is still shifting to achieve equilibrium. We believe these mausoleums are interfering with the flow of astral energy, preventing that balance. So we decided it's better to disable them.
So having 6 elements is normal?
Right. But something went wrong a long time ago, and they were divided. Renan got all the dark astral energy, and Dahna got the light.
When I was small, my father told me that I have all 6 elements, so it was my duty to master them.
Undoubtedly, it's due to you having both Renan and Dahnan blood. In a way, you're a herald of a new era. Is something wrong?
No. For a moment, I was just worried you were going to say something like, "What a fascinating specimen." Sorry.
Ah, and here I thought I was getting better at reading the room.
Anyway, this new world of ours needs all 6 elements in proper balance. So we're shutting down the mausoleums to help that happen.
So 6 elements are part of a new era. I never thought of it like that before.
Renan and Dahnan, all 6 elements. Nazamil contains everything of this world inside her.
Now that our worlds have become one, it might not be such a rare thing in the future.
It is certainly possible. Perhaps someday those of us with only 5 elements will be seen as the old generation.
Okay, finally. That is bad design. Having the automatic conversation and a skit show up at the same time. And if you activate a skit, it's possible to skip the automatic conversation. There's like no reason to have both features, ever.
What a strange place. It's unlike any Renan or Dahnan structures I've seen before. Are they all like this?
We've seen a few of them, and I'd say they're mostly like this, yes.
Do you know a lot about architecture, Nazamil?
No. Was that an odd thing to ask?
Not at all. It just means you're perceptive.
You're alert and paying attention to your surroundings. That's a good thing.
Yeah. And being curious is how you learn things. Speaking of which, I'm very curious about you.
Because I'm different?
Because you're interesting. And I want to get to know you, Nazamil.
You do?
We all do. Personally, I look forward to hearing more of what you have to say.
I'll try to think of something.
No, I mean, you're even better. This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
It certainly wasn't the most meaningful battle.
Just think of it as one step closer to our next meal.
Ah, yes. That's very positive of you.
Okay, got gold. Holy cloak.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Astral flower. More max CP.
Having everyone together like this makes me feel like we're back in the old days.
The old days? It hasn't been that long, has it? Although I'm glad to hear that what you consider the old days is the present day here with us.
Pineapple.
You look like you're having a hard time.
I'm a little out of shape. I haven't left the library much recently.
Scaled crystal and astral ore. Elemental cape.
We got some good equipment! I feel like there's something really important on the other side of that door.
How do you know that?
It's just something you sort of pick up. The design of the door, I guess?
In other words, it's nothing more than a hunch.
So many enemies there. Alright, a gauntlet full of enemy waves. Yes, this is kind of like, I think the final dungeon actually had quite a few of these in these elevator rooms. They would just keep spawning in more enemies. And the trick to winning is to use a lot of boost strikes and hope enough enemies get caught up in it for an AoE damage. Fortunately, those damn boars are very annoying. Oh, I missed my chance, dang it.
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Really need to use my boost attack more just to get a little bit of AG back.
Take them down!
Yeah, I'm really rusty on this game, and even if I weren't, I was never good at it to begin with. Well, there's one AoE.
I'm not done!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Ow, they're all just ganging up on me.
At this point,
Just waiting for the right moment.
stop being sure and just go for it like you always do.
Shionne, calm down!
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
I didn't ask.
I'm proud of myself for managing to actually pull that off. Usually the second level mystic arts are a bit tougher because they require you to use 5 different arts in the same combo, while pushing 2 buttons at the same time. Yeah, we don't have a dedicated mystic art button. I think Berseria had a dedicated Mystic Art button, did it? I'm not sure.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That was a lot of dudes. It's like an arena fight. And there goes a ton of CP, and I did not get enough SP from this battle, dang it. Nowhere to go but here.
As usual, it's full of machines that do who knows what.
Their productions of foreign technology, every one of them. Trying to divine their purpose would be a fool's errand.
I'd recommend against touching them, Nasamil. Nasamil?
A crest?
Nasamil, is that?
No, it's not what you think.
She vanished!
Nasamil!
Wait!
No, you left the party and you're probably gonna get eaten by a monster.
Nasamil! Where are you?
A crest appears, then she disappears. Just who the hell is she?
We can discuss that later. First, we need to find her.
It seems to respond to Nazamil, but nothing shows now. No. Elixir. Dude, they actually expect me to do a trick jump right here, huh? There. Not sure if it was worth it. Elemental Guard.
Hey, new equipment!
Mumbane.
This might be some decent equipment.
Classic one.
Anything that makes battles easy.
About Nazamil's crest, do you think it's...
Yeah. It looked similar to the Sovereign and Maiden crests.
Her parentage alone wouldn't be enough to explain this. You don't think she's also...
She was experimented on, perhaps?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Hexbreaker. Strange enemy. Supposed to be very strong, but can I? Maybe I can still handle it. I don't know. Special Zeugles. Well, extremely rare. Special Zeugles have been spotted in each nation after the merging of the Twin Worlds. You seem to lurk in well-hidden locations and have defeated award large amounts of SP and rare herbs. Alright, the gimmick behind this enemy is that it has a lot of defense and enough attack to one-shot anyone, but it also has a very simple attack pattern. It literally just jumps very, very far and very fast. Yeah, so multi-hits are really good here, obviously, since all hit attacks are guaranteed to deal at least 1 damage. Unfortunately, my team is not that good at dodging, and if I was a little better, I might be able to just keep the enemy in place and keep them from chasing anyone else. Yeah, Boost Break can also help a bit, just keeping that thing still long enough for the spells to hit. Seriously, why is this thing stronger than the final boss?
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Alright, her Mystic Art actually dealt 18 damage per hit. That's pretty good. I guess Mystic Arts have a higher base damage formula that allows it to deal more than 1 damage. Okay.
Well, looky here.
Got a lot of SP. Nice. Good, good. Can I refight that thing is the real question. I don't feel like I want to. More ores. Teleporter entrance was activated.
Another door.
It'd be nice to find Nazamiel on the other side.
I hope she's safe.
Tear down 36.
Piece of cake!
Nice job, Law. Next time, could you do it without all the yelling, though?
Sure. Sorry.
Astral flower. It's locked. Weird.
Won't open.
If you can't open it, then I doubt Nazamiel went through.
Good point. Let's turn back. Nazamiel!
Helgenquill?
Ganquill.
It's all right. They haven't woken. These are the Helganquil, the true people of Rena. They're sometimes discovered like this. I suppose that's why these places are called mausoleums.
Why did you run off? It's dangerous to be in here all by yourself.
Careful! Something's coming!
Oh, it's this guy.
Well, guess we aren't getting out of this one.
No one appreciates a rude awakening.
Don't you think this ruckus is way more of a nuisance?
I can carve through armor!
Now, this is a copy of the enemy we fought on Rena, the one that was supposed to be made of former lords. Yeah, they're pretty much reusing boss assets here, just like with Trails.
You guys.
And I screwed up by not targeting the weak point with Alphen, so that kind of killed my damage potential.
Stay there, Nazamiel!
Don't move. Stay put.
My party has no idea how to dodge that. I probably should have set them to the do nothing strategy.
You'll pay for that!
Her stronger life balls? 800 is not a whole lot at this point in the game.
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Spirit is in the soil. Awakening ferocious fury!
Piercing between heaven and earth.
Raining slash!
Freeze!
Blow away! Raining slash!
In
Blow
here!
away! Azure storm!
Here comes!
Azure storm!
It's showtime!
Azure storm!
A chain between heaven and earth.
The heck, it didn't hit anyone when it jumped. Did it just get knocked out of the air or something? Weird. Maybe I should consider using Shionne's boost when it jumps. I don't know. I don't know if that actually works when it jumps. Sometimes I think her stuff is supposed to work on jumping enemies too.
Now you see what I can do! Azure storm!
Almost there. Let's finish this, everyone.
Right! Time to end this for good!
I've got your back.
Let's draw the curtain.
Azure
The abyssal deep clear for us.
Azure Storm!
Vanish without a trace!
Rising Wyvern! Stardust!
Winds of heaven! Flee!
Azure Storm!
Amazing! Not long to go now.
We couldn't have done it without
Something's coming.
Thanks!
Mausoleum, get back!
Come on! Let's you and me get in there and finish this fight!
Yeah, boost won't do a thing when it's over-limiting. It seems to be using some kind of dark targeting attack on Alphen.
Negative phase. Resonate with the earth. Spirits within the soil.
Azure Storm!
Bending you apart. Armor won't save you. Far enough.
Oh no.
Stay away!
Quickly revive.
My friend! Rising Wyvern!
They're not playing around!
Bring you back from
Strike!
death's abyss.
Pain between heaven and earth! A wailing bounty of lightning!
No rest for the
None
wicked.
shall escape my judgment!
Resonate
Azure
with the
Storm!
earth.
it!
Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Yep, died multiple times, whatever. It's hard mode. It happens, I guess.
It stopped. I think that should be the last of them.
Nazamil. Please don't run off again. That crest earlier. Was that?
Was that why you ran? Because you were afraid? I hate this. I hate everything about it. Because I'm not a Renan. I'm not a Dahnan. Everyone has always said that I'm not normal. And now I've been taken to this weird place. And my body's become even more unnatural. Next you'll all probably toss me aside. I know that everyone hates me. People always have. Even my own father hates me. Everyone! I'm different from everyone! I just don't fit in anywhere!
Nazamil!
But that's...
A power I didn't ask for. One that was forced upon me. I've lost so much because of it. Just like you. But even so, I have friends who accept me. And one thing I'm certain of, they'll accept you too. If you want them to.
But
You are an aberration. As you are now, you're a worthless child. If you don't like it, try being of use for once.
Let's go back. Nazamil.
I told you, didn't I? When it comes to this group, we're all just a bunch of oddballs.
Nazamil rejoins.
Before we leave, let's finish what we came here to do.
What's that?
Sealing the door to this room.
If only we could bring these guys back. Maybe they could help us solve this mausoleum case now that the Great Spirit should no longer be influencing them. Packet of information related to astral energy and mausoleums.
There. That should do it.
What did you do?
We disabled the main function so no one else can enter. We wouldn't want any miscreants getting in and causing mischief.
What about the Helganquil?
They will continue to sleep safely. We only disabled the functions of the mausoleum itself.
Do you guys always do stuff like this?
When we find mausoleums, yeah.
There should be a facility somewhere that oversees all the mausoleums, though.
Until we can locate it, this is what we have to do.
Shionne and I are capable of sealing the mausoleums. The problem is, they tend to be nothing but Zeugles inside and out.
Besides, considering the current state of the world, it's too soon to get other people involved, or to let word of the mausoleum spread too far.
That's why every time a mausoleum is found, we all gather and take care of it on our own.
Yup. And I'll take any excuse to get everyone back together again.
I see.
We're all done here, so let's head back to Niez and report to Bayfon.
So you and Shionne are the only ones who can seal the mausoleums?
Yes. But it's also our way of setting things right.
After all, we're somewhat responsible for the worlds converging in the first place.
By the way, Alfin, what happened to your Sovereign outfit? That's some high-class gear, isn't it?
It's at docks with Shionne's outfit. It, stands out too much.
I admit, I fail to see how your current attire does so any less. Is it difficult to be seen as a hero?
I don't like being called the Blazing Sword.
Really?
Yeah. Dahnans and Renans make all kinds of assumptions just from that name. It doesn't feel good to be judged by people I've never even met.
Yeah.
Although I do admit it's a contradiction for me to say that while carrying around the very sword that gave me that name.
Perhaps. However, we need the sword to accomplish our current task. That's why you restored it with the Sovereign's powers, correct?
You're right. It was necessary.
They might say something to you again in ES, but we won't be staying long, so hang in there just for a little bit, okay?
I'll be fine. You don't need to worry.
Look at those stats. Actually insane. 5 digits. But only 300 hit points. Nimus Pandemonium. 4 thick legs are supported by its hard arch shell. Oh, I can fast travel to the campsite now.
You guys want to rest here?
Finally.
Better rest easy and prepare for tomorrow.
Kisara, you're in charge of dinner tonight, right? Have you decided what we're having?
Not yet. I have plenty of ingredients, but nothing jumps out at me as a good main. Oh, do you have any requests, Nazamil?
Request?
Yes. What would you like? I can make just about anything.
I'm just happy to be able to eat.
Right, I remember you saying something like that. I guess you've never been in a position to be picky.
Is it normal for people to have certain foods that they like?
Well, I don't know about whether it's normal or not, but personally, I love anything sweet. Lately, I'm really into Gladys's donuts.
What have I liked lately? Oh, the fish crackers I received from the service corps were delicious.
It's been a while now, but I remember we made pancakes together once. I still make them for myself sometimes.
Ah,
What is it? Do pancakes sound good?
no, it's not that. I just remembered something. That meal from before, the one I had with all of you, that was the best meal I've ever had.
Oh yeah! That was good, wasn't it?
It really was. But you know, Nazamil, any kind of food tastes good if you make it and eat it with the people you're close to.
Anything? Really?
Sure. In fact, why don't we put that to the test? How about we all cook together today?
That sounds like a great idea. We can cook together and eat together. Your list of foods you like is gonna grow way longer, Nazamil.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So, Alphen, how many of these mausoleums do you think we've sealed up so far?
Oh, I've lost track. We've been all over the world by now.
This journey's grown longer than I expected.
Say, Shionne, are you getting tired?
No, I'm fine. Why? Do I look tired? Have my clothes gotten a bit messy? Oh, or my hair. Or maybe I have bags under my eyes.
No, not at all. It's just as battle ready as ever. What I'm trying to say is, you're not forcing yourself to do this, are you?
What do you mean?
Just that maybe you'd rather live a calm life somewhere, you know? Away from fighting, where you can wear whatever you like.
Alphen, it sounds to me like you're misunderstanding something. I'm not forcing myself to do anything, okay? We're the only ones who can seal the mausoleums, right? I'm doing this because I want to. After all, I could hardly live in peace knowing the world's still in trouble. And these clothes? I wear them because I like them. I chose all of this for myself. This whole journey we're on. I want to be on it with you. To travel with you. That's why even now,
Well, that's good then. Sorry for the strange question.
Okay then. I guess that's the end of that. Come on, let's go, Alphen.
Right. Let's go, Shionne. Nazamil, there's something I need to apologize for.
Apologize to me? Why?
It's probably my fault that you were a test subject at Lenegis.
Alphen, wait a second.
What do you mean?
The ones who experimented on the two of you did so for their own purposes.
Dohalim.
I understand how you feel, but there's no need to phrase things in such a misleading manner.
Can you please explain? I want to know.
It all started a long time ago, because Rena's great spirit wanted to absorb Dahna's astral energy. Lenegis was created for that purpose, and the Sovereign was one of its parts.
Alphen escaped, but the Great Spirit needed a replacement to achieve its plan.
So they took me?
Yes. A lot of people were experimented on. You were one of them.
Your crest was incomplete. Perhaps your modifications were not completely finished.
Because of Volron. Because he was completed first.
1 year ago, we may have met Nazamil in a different manner. I don't know why they let you go, but we can thank that for allowing us to encounter one another.
And you, Shionne?
Mine was inherited. It was one of my ancestors who underwent modification.
So in a way, you being taken was a result of my actions. I'm sorry, Nazamil.
It's okay. You don't have to be. You didn't wish for it. And I'm no different from you. Besides, I didn't lose anything by being a test subject. And more than that, it makes me happy to know that there are other people like me.
Nazamil.
Bayfon should be in the Dark Wings headquarters.
Looks like you took care of everything. As impressive as ever.
Any updates on the situation in town?
Yeah, but nothing good. There's no end to the people looking to stir up trouble here. Both Dahnans and Renans alike. Yeah, to be honest, sometimes I wonder if taking in those Renan refugees was the right... No, I can't go thinking like that.
Regardless of the difficulties, I want to believe that your decision to not turn the Renans away was the correct one.
I want to as well. But at any rate, Nazamil shouldn't stay here. It isn't safe for her. Not that it's her fault, but... Sorry, Nazamil.
It's fine, don't worry.
Thanks, Bayfon. Alright, everyone. Let's head to Vicent.
Fast travel, finally.
Please don't blame Bayfon, Nazamil.
Yeah. Him accepting Renans at all is pretty amazing. I doubt that's very consoling, though.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
Even Nazamil should be safe in Vicent. Safe travels. Rumor has it the brides are planning something. We can't let them get away with whatever it is. That despite the fact that thanks to us, they're still briefing, ungrateful bastards. Something new happen? Pretty soon we're gonna have to show the scum that still link we're slaves just how wrong they are. Some people are talking about making a new flag as a symbol of coexistence between Dahnans and Renans. I'd like to be a part of that. Fighting the way we always have leads nowhere. The embedded don't understand what we're capable of when we put our minds to it. If it still works, that means the embedded haven't gotten to it yet. I'll show them. Uh-oh. I heard something about making a new flag as a symbol of coexistence between Dahnans and Renans, but I wonder if it's true. We've been able to keep living in this city because of the number of Dahnans accepted us. Maybe we should try to accept the Dahnans more too.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion.
Hold on, don't tell me you guys plan on going on ahead. In that case, here's some friendly advice. Take my word for it and turn back, and I mean now. You seem pretty worked up. Is there something up ahead? I recently came to learn of a red structure past here, so I thought I'd go check it out. But as soon as I entered, a chill ran down my spine. I sensed a presence, not of this world.
Right.
Even scarier than a level 85 gigant that's sitting right outside it. I see, the structure must be a mausoleum, no doubt about it. So what happened to... what possessed you to approach that structure in the first place? I mean, it's Renan, right? I figured there might be something in there I could use. But as soon as I felt that repulsive presence, my will to raid it all but dried up. We risk our lives every time we enter a mausoleum. I suggest you would never enter another one. Oh, believe me, I already came to that conclusion during my last brush of death. It really felt like someone was there, though. I admit I'm curious myself. Hey, Kizaru, we ought to check out that strange presence in the mausoleum. What do you say? Okay.
Right.
You'd be doing me an awful big favor. I won't be able to sleep a wink until I know what that was. What could it have been, though? Normally the signs would point to a Zeugle, but this isn't normal. We didn't encounter any presence like that when we checked it out, did we?
Whoa!
I hate to imagine it, but do you think the Helen Cool inside the mausoleum have awakened? No, it can't be. Those Helen Cool should still be asleep.
Right.
All the more reason we can't leave this matter be. We'll have to see the truth with our own eyes. No.
I doubt it'll ever leave the mausoleum, but better to take care of it before it has a chance.
We need to take another look. Let's see what we can do.
Could it be?
Hey, look. You think this room opened up when the Zeugle's awakened? It wasn't Helen Cool, but this Zeugle's bizarre presence that seeps outside. Careful, everyone. So that room contains the Zeugle boss.
Think we can take that one?
Well, if you're up for being the decoy.
No thanks. Let's turn back.
Oh, man.
Gotta break through!
Earth. Okay, so let's go ahead and disable all your Earth stuff right now. You can keep everything else, though. Okay, a flying type enemy that's also Earth. It's very fast, and I probably should have used Shionne more often. Her boost strike, that is.
Yours to be let free! Negative gate!
And it dodged, of course. And already dead, which means it's gonna be even harder to get that boost strike off.
Burn in hell! Rising Viper! Rising Phoenix!
Imbue this vanquished soul with life!
Blow away!
Resuscitation!
Slash!
It's good to be prepared.
Blow away!
What was I thinking?
Another incantation!
Where do you go? Seriously, it's very disorienting when it's just swinging around like that so randomly.
I can do!
Far enough!
Hell, even my other boost strikes will miss it really easily, huh?
Are you ready? Of course. I won't let them use any more astral arts.
Right. Leave the protection to me, and show them everything you've got.
Glacial spear. One more time. Freeze laser. Air thrust.
So it just keeps going after Shionne. It knows that she's the one who's supposed to be good against flying types.
Stay away from my friend!
Winds of heaven. First
Be careful not to overdo it.
Okay, Dohalim and... well, technically, I think his Mystic Art is actually non-elemental. I'm not sure. And I missed.
Will this
It might be easier just for Alphen to just get in the air first before doing the boost.
The Earth pulse! Tectonic fission!
Yeah, fortunately, I don't think that wouldn't actually count as Earth Elemental.
Carving
First force.
Rising Viper!
Nothing gets by me!
Spear. Pierce evil.
negative gate!
Azure Storm!
Got it.
Alright, core break. Somehow I relearned Explosive Ring, even though I don't think I actually technically meet the requirements. Is it possible I lowered the requirements solely for Beyond the Dawn? I'm pretty sure I don't have enough Flame Strike proficiency for this yet. Well, Explosive Ring has way too much of a wind-up anyways. It's not useful at all.
Ready and raring!
The flame inside me!
And over-limiting. Run.
Watch yourself! Sense incredible power!
I won't give up.
Maybe, should I revive her, or we'll just die again if I do so?
Pay for that!
Ow. Immediately went for Alphen, just as he was using the life bottle, of course. And also killed Shionne immediately again. I don't feel like redoing that battle, though. Sometimes, when the older you get, the less you feel like redoing RPG battles just to get an optimal run.
To accomplish this. Art expert coming through.
Void Flash!
I'm sure some people out there who will keep going until they get the perfect no damage run, no items run, no depths run. But not me. I'm too weak.
Here's evil. Raging
Rising Wyvern!
I didn't want to put you out.
What are friends for if we can't depend on one another?
You're right.
Negative
I'll bear that in mind.
That'll bring you down.
Orochi's Fury!
Negative gate! Rending you apart! Anything in armor is all mine!
Pierce evil.
Bloody hell!
Illuminate.
And it got away from my attack shoot.
Holy Land. Ready to go.
Denied! Rending you apart!
Not on my watch.
Ah, got you.
Lightning Tiger Blade!
I don't care about playing fair, I just want this thing dead. Astral Flower. Okay, yeah, I know they give you more cure points. Giant Zeugles. They roam certain areas, they're very hard to fight, but you can get a lot of stuff from them. Okay.
That takes care of the odd presence.
But the Mausoleum remains a dangerous place. For now, let's report back on our progress and fill her in on the Mausoleum status.
Yes.
So you guys are back from that rain structure, eh? You figure out what that icky presence I felt was?
Right.
Yes, it was an enormous Zeugle. We dispatched it already, but it's still dangerous inside, so... Don't go in, right? Don't gotta tell me. I was hoping for some of that rain tech, but I'm over it. What do you want rain tech for? Most of them can't be utilized with Dahnan knowledge, you know? Sure, but some of them are useful, and once you learn how to use them, there's nothing to worry about, right? They might fly with some normal rain tech, but most of the stuff in that structure is really dangerous. Besides, if a function that can cause severe damage is accidentally activated, we don't have the technology to break it. If you know how dangerous Zeugles are, you should know what that means.
Come on!
Well, yeah, but a peek wouldn't hurt, right? Never mind, I guess you're right. I'll be sure to stay away from those kinds of places from now on. I mean, I value my life, after all. I'm sure a lot of people other than that woman wants to get things from mausoleums. I'm not in a position to speak for others, but I'm sure Helen Quill wouldn't feel too good about having her sleep disturbed. From their perspective, it was like being forced to wake up. Say, I wonder if Hevrect 35 and Doc Faisal are still observing us. It's possible, but from what Dohalim says, it isn't so easy to check on them. I'm seriously in no mood to wake them, but there's no way we can just ignore the mausoleums. Yeah, we're the only ones who can take care of the mausoleums, so let's be sure to deal with them.
Alphen?
But Helgen Quill awaken, what are you going to do? If that happens, I want to tell Helgen Quill that there's no need for us to fight. I want to try to have a conversation with them. I feel like that's what this world needs. Yeah, I feel the same way. I just hope they don't become the new out-group. And lead to a new war.
I wonder what Hevrect 35 would say if they could see our world now.
Whatever their opinion, it would not change the fact that they entrusted us with the future of the Twin Worlds.
Even if you could ask Hevrect 35 what they think, their response would probably be too complicated anyway.
You're not wrong. I guess all we can do is press on and believe what we're doing is right. That thing looks like trouble.
This one will be different.
Level 85 might be a bit much, and it's obviously way stronger than the story boss by over 100k hit points.
The waters of creation.
And yes, even though the tail is supposed to be a weak point, the tail itself can be used as a deadly bludgeon and can generate wind. And unfortunately, Alphen does not remember his best wind art, earth art, so that kind of sucks. He has a more basic version of it, but I didn't learn it until after this battle. Or relearn it. Seriously. They really took everything from us.
Sorry. I didn't want to put you out.
What are friends for if we can't depend on one another?
You're right.
That roar attack is way stronger than it looks too. Ow. Oh yeah, I'm using Azure Storm instead of Double Demon Fang because Double Demon Fang has that weird split projectile thing that can often miss smaller targets.
Ignite!
I do not know why that kind of mechanic exists. It actually makes the art worse.
Awaken and wreak havoc.
It has a little more range than it looks, but it's still not that safe to use. Especially with that tails range, seriously. Ow.
I owe you one.
Divine! I can do this all day!
Resonate with
Deny!
the earth.
Freeze Lancer! Arrow wall!
Azure Storm!
Illuminate the storm! Holy Glimmer! Glacial Change Freeze Lancer of Lightning!
Azure Storm!
I don't know why it has quarter point markers when they don't seem to actually indicate anything. No events at all. Very weird.
Here! Freeze Lancer! I'll be
Destruction!
Spirits within the soul. Awaken and wreak havoc.
too much!
I find it so strange that gels in this game heal a flat amount instead of a percentage amount, like in other Tales games. That's so weird. Probably because they want you to spend more money in later parts of the game, because they know apple gels will just cost the same no matter what.
Resonate with the earth. Ready to go.
Okay, it's very vulnerable when doing the wind breath attack, that's for sure.
My divine streak! Illuminate the storm! It looks like you got this one covered. chain between heaven and earth. A wailing
Oh no, my team's dying because they could not dodge. If only AI was used to make better Tails CPUs instead of weird looking art. That would be the proper use in my opinion. As long as they can do something basic like stay as far away from the enemy as possible when casting, that would just be great. But they will never allow such a useful thing.
You're mine! Azure Storm!
Still got some fight left in me. Sealed!
Scream, bathe
Let's get
in
you
blood.
off the
Rending you
Far
apart.
beyond the darkest skies!
Now you see what I can do.
I don't even know if my Earth art is even doing a whole lot of damage. Does a lot of hits, so that might help fill up the boost gauge if I have that one passive.
On your knees.
Somehow it got frozen, but don't count on it. It's probably like a 1% chance or less.
Blood.
Azure Storm!
I'm ready.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning
Incineration Wave!
Negative gate.
Hear my call!
And now it's over limiting. Now I'm going to try to don't do anything strat. See if that'll help a little bit.
Shattering the pieces. Attack time.
Azure Storm!
Time to use this.
At least it's slower than that previous boss and isn't airborne all the time. But it's still pretty tough, especially with that roaring attack. And even when on Do Nothing, my characters don't always dodge everything, huh? Some things are just beyond the reflexes of an AI.
Freeze Lancer!
Destruction!
Divine Streak!
Nice core break.
Now's our chance!
I'll face you.
Go for a big one.
Glacial Fear! Pierce the evil!
Now I can let loose.
Freeze all day! Magic is there!
Everlasting
Holy
darkness.
Land!
Negative
Between
gate.
heaven and earth!
On your armor won't
A
save you.
wailing
Far
banshee
enough.
of lightning!
And now attacking a tail is pointless.
On your
But it can still do a lot of damage even with its cut off tail, which is very weird.
awaken and wreak havoc.
Azure Storm!
Rending you apart.
Yeah, still doing the hammer tail thing.
A chain between heaven and earth!
Azure Storm!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
Earthquake with the earth.
Pierce the evil!
Rending you apart.
Azure Storm!
Dance immortal
This time!
Seal! Freezing storm! Illuminate the
Azure Storm!
Nothing gets by me.
Holy Land! I can do this all day!
Rending you apart.
Seriously, knocking it down does not last very long. It's basically like a 1 second stagger.
Dance in here! Take it more for the dog!
And why the hell are you shooting at Shionne? I set you to only use arts, or spell arts.
Azure Storm!
Make the abyssal deep clear for us a path.
One more time!
Azure Storm!
Thanks.
None shall escape my judgment! Get on in there with the others! Ray!
Destruction!
By the power of flame!
Azure Storm!
Bloody howling.
Sealed! This is not easy! The waters of magic hand! Flame of fury!
Raining slap!
Now!
Strata!
Shattering the piece. Attack time.
Got it!
This one's all mine! Azure Storm!
We want to use a gel just in case, Renwell.
The best medicine is the toughest to swallow, too.
Azure Storm!
Luckily, it doesn't seem to have its own mystic art, even an overlimit.
Azure Storm!
They're changing
You picked the wrong fight!
Armor won't save you!
In here!
Rising Wyvern!
Let's get you all tucked away!
Blood!
Thunder!
Bloody
Illumination! Magic is there!
Negative gate!
Holy land!
Destruction!
A chain between heaven and earth!
Glacial
A
Sphere.
will! Dancing! Sleep now!
Azure Storm!
Resonate with the earth!
The water
to be let free!
Spirits within the
Easter!
I'm going to need to use all the power in
Rising
here
Phoenix!
to accomplish this. Let's get you all tucked away.
What? Some will just do uncharged, barely charged fire or flame strike arts. But I don't know if that's a good idea. It might not be damage efficient compared to just a full charge. But I'm scared of taking risks.
Azure Storm!
I'm ready!
There!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
That run was not quite as bad. Still pretty bad.
Well, am I improving?
Tremendously. The speed and precision of your aim is simply unmatched.
I had no idea you were watching me so closely.
Were you always here? Heard about from a woman who went to the structure found near Adan Lake. It's full of dangerous machines that can't be counted by Dahnans, just as I suspected. I've got to make sure everyone knows about this so no one goes wandering in by mistake. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and maybe try the game for yourself.